welcome back to Elden Ring,
Death.
where we are in the caves.
I have a gift of death for everyone but myself.
Yes. I'm just trying to think of a really campy Arnold Schwarzenegger one-liner right now.
Why specifically that?
Because, like, we're killing everybody around us, and this would be like, sorry for your loss of blood.
I don't even know if these things have blood. I'm not sure how human, quote unquote, they are.
Do ants have blood? Ants must have blood.
They have something like blood, but I don't know how close. Ooh, you actually dodged that. None of the others have been able to dodge that. Ooh, nope. Whoop. Goodbye. Alright, what were you hiding back here? Nothing above? Nothing above.
Well,
What's
shit,
in that
this,
chest?
Well, shit, this is a bunch of consonants just
Ooh.
slammed together. Ants have something similar to blood, but scientists call it hymolymph.
Hymolymph.
H-A-E
Ooh.
or hymoly. Yeah, hymolymph would be, I guess, the proper way to pronounce it, but H-A-E-M-O-L-Y-M-P-H.
Huh.
Huh. So,
Oh, okay, I reached her break point.
it kind of is blood, but it kind of isn't at the same time.
It's an allegory for blood, I guess?
Maybe?
Alright, you're out.
So does that mean all insects have that blood-like substance?
I would think. Or at least, you know, the more advanced ones. Like, I know silverfish are some of, like, the oldest types of bugs, so maybe that doesn't? But, like, anything after that I would think would.
Huh.
Now, there's more of you slugs over here, and I think I see an item behind you.
Yeah, it seems that insects have the hemolymph, or however it was pronounced. Hemolymph.
Oh, okay, interesting. Alright. Okay.
What?
Oh, double alright. One, this guy was behind me. Two, there are slugs on the wall now. I don't think I've seen them do that before. That's a new one.
Huh. Well, slugs can climb up walls.
I know, but we haven't seen these slugs do it. So it's new.
Yeah.
They learned a new trick.
Hmm. And it's been a while since we fought a boss.
It has, although we avoided the one.
Yeah. And in a game with possibly over 200 bosses, like, I just wonder when DLC comes out, like, how many more bosses will they add to this?
Probably a bit. If it's anything like any of the other DLCs they've done, it'll probably be quite a bit.
Like, would you say at least a dozen?
Given that we're dealing with something open world, I would say that's very feasible. Like, I'm trying to think of the other ones that we've done, and I want to say that there's usually at least 6.
6 normal bosses?
6 new bosses.
Huh. All in one area?
In one zone of the DLC. Well, I shouldn't say one zone. In whatever the DLC takes place in.
Oh, okay.
So, like, Dark Souls 3 or 2 had 3 different DLCs.
Oh.
All of which would have probably 6 bosses apiece, I would say.
Wow.
Just, you know, there might be a little bit here or there where I'm wrong. As far as, like, actual count, but
But like
that
Dark
was
Souls,
probably about an average of 6.
Dark Souls 1.
Dark Souls 1 had 3.
Okay.
You had the 2 story-related ones that you needed to be in order to progress, and 1 optional.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because I remember reading about the Dark Souls 1 DLC, and it didn't seem all that large.
It's a lot larger than you'd think.
Ah,
Especially
more-
because, like, in one of them it's a wide open area, and you're just wandering around with no idea where anything is.
so it's more spaced out than anything.
I would say so. Kind of similar to this, actually. You're going down into a city that's kind of collapsing underground as you're going.
Oh, okay.
Like, you used to talk about, like, the dark and the abyss and all that stuff in Dark Souls 1. You get
Yeah,
to see, like, a city being eaten by the abyss.
Oh. And how do they explain time travel?
The same way they explain multiplayer. Time is wibbly wobbly. Time isn't exactly stable. Oh boy! Alright, well, I think that's the first one that's gotten me. Or maybe the
Yeah.
second. Maybe the second one.
Not of the electric type, though.
No, but like slimes in general.
Yeah. Oh, and in Dark Souls 1, did you fall victim to the slime trap?
Honestly, no. I did not.
Oh.
I think they did hit me, but I don't think they, like, did the managed to do the grapple. And I'm not 100% sure what the difference was. Like, I don't know if it was because they didn't hit me square on, but they did drop and did, like, I dropped on you fall damage kind of thing.
Ah, okay. I think, like, that has to be one of my favorite moments.
What, you getting dropped on by the slime?
And me just freaking out.
losing your shit. I knew too. I'm like, I'm gonna love if this happens. It's gonna be the best. It's gonna be a perfect moment.
I'm putting together more clips for a second clip video, but
There we go.
I keep pushing it off to the side. I should really get it done soon.
There's got to be some good ones that we've forgotten about. In
Yeah.
the meantime. All right.
I'm
So
trying
far,
to
so
find
good.
your what is with Mayor Bunnyman?
I can't remember what that one
Not
was.
a hero. Not a hero, yeah. I just remember, well, at least I think I remember, there was part of it, like you accidentally falling out a window or something like that, and I want to pair that with the one time I fell off a ladder in Dark Souls.
Yeah.
just so we can like have those two clips together, but I can't find that. But like, I just may need to watch through the entire playthrough, or most entire playthrough we did of it, because I know like 3 levels from the end we gave up because it was just getting way too hard.
Yeah, I got to the point where it's like I just couldn't do it right. Or like our plan was to take a break and we just never got back to it. One of the two.
Yeah.
Alright, so all those are gone. I got more due. There's still these 2 ants. Is there anything over there? It looks like it's just a dead end. I don't know. Maybe it leads to... No, that's a dead end. I'm not trusting that. That just looks like pointless death. If I had Torrent, I'd probably try it, but I think that's just empty death. Not worth it. Alright, so the only thing I haven't done in this section then is that trap chest up top. And then
Trap
whatever's
chest?
down here.
Oh,
So let's move forward and just remember there's a trap chest to check out.
okay.
Because there might be a grace after this. And if there's a grace, I'm just going to go back and get that trap chest.
Okay.
Ooh, man, we're going low.
Ew.
Speaking of grace, there's the grace. Where am I? Oh, it took me down to the lower section. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright. I didn't think it would take this long to get all the way through this. But I think this is still going to be in here at the end at this point.
Huh.
Take more Ghost Glove. Up there, yep, that's where the throne was. That's where we fought the dragon warrior.
Dragon warrior.
It was the guy that was using like the frozen lightning
No.
spears.
Is that the name of an RPG series?
It wouldn't shock me. Aw, no treasure chest ahead. Sad. Alright. So before I go down the obvious path, or go back...
Oh! That's the name of Dragon's Quest.
Oh, it's called Dragon's Warrior? Dragon Warrior?
It until 1995, until 2005, it was called Dragon Warrior.
Huh. Interesting.
I'm guessing Dragon Warrior is the initial Japanese name for it.
Must be.
Or maybe like Dragon's Quest was something and then it's like, oh, we can't use that name. Oh, yep, it was originally Dragon's Quest and then it was localized as Dragon Warrior.
Isn't that the reverse?
Uh, the reverse of what I initially said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the name was Dragon's Quest, but
I thought it was Warrior, and then it became Quest. Because it's called Quest now.
Yeah, yes. In Japan, it was always Quest.
So wait, it became Warrior over here, and then they reverted to the original name?
Yes.
Okay, that's weird.
In 2005, they started calling it Dragon's Quest then. So I don't know why we went along to
the
Japanese side.
Why would they think Quest would be a bad name? Like, you have Space Quest and all those other, like, Sierra titles. And those did pretty well from what I can remember of, like, hearing of them.
1970, there was a novel called Dragon's Quest. In 1980, there was a tabletop RPG called Dragon's Quest. So maybe wait, when did the first one come out? 86. So maybe the tabletop game was still around and they didn't want comparisons between the two?
I don't know. Feel like it'd be too different to really do that. Like, to have that problem.
Maybe trademarking was also a thing?
That's what I mean, though, right? Like, if it's different enough, trademark and copyright don't matter.
So I could make
I'm saying, like, let's say you make a game, or not a game, let's say you make a book and you title it Candy Crush, right?
Yeah.
People aren't going to mix up the book with the game. Like, you're in two different areas of things.
But do you think, King Games or something might be like, hey...
It's King, but yeah.
Yeah, they might be like, hey, why are you using Candy Crush Saga for your book?
Oh, I'm not even saying it's Saga. I'm just saying Candy Crush as a whole. Right? Like, you could, I guess, use it and call it the Candy Saga or something like that, I guess. Oh, wow. All right, well, cool. Interesting. Hello, ball. Did not think that's how that worked. It's easy enough to get back. I'm not too worried about those souls.
Yeah, so maybe up until... When was it?
You said the game came out in 95 originally. The first one, anyway.
No, 86 for the first game.
Oh, for the first Dragon Warrior, I guess, at that point?
Yeah. And the tabletop RPG, the third edition was released in 1989.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they had some copyright for, in America at least, the name Dragon Quest.
Again, I think it's literally two different things, right? I think it's too different for that to work. Unless Nintendo or whoever it was that made it was like, we don't even want to chance it. Which that could be. If it was like, oh, we don't even want to chance that idea, maybe. I could see that. But, like, if they were actually worried about it, I don't think they had to be.
Because I know trademark can be a very fickle subject. Because I know that's why Soul Calibur had to change its name.
What was it originally?
Soul Edge.
And what had the title of Soul Edge before them?
No, because there was some thing that half trademarked some... Oh, crap, I forget the video, but this guy kind of trademarked games with the word edge in it. Like,
You can't
couldn't
do that. You literally cannot do that. Like, King Games that we just talked about tried to do that to the word saga in games, and they could not do that.
I forget what...
It's too generic of a word to take.
Yeah, but I forget where the whole thing was, but it was Soul Edge in Europe, but it was Soul Blade in America. And then it became Soul Calibur.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, they've kept the name Soul Calibur. So technically, I think 5 is the most recent?
I want to say there was a 6, but I could be wrong.
Okay, so technically, Soul Calibur 6 is Soul Blade 7. Technically.
It's dead. Oh. Dropped a husk. Alright, let's open this trap chest, see what I'm dealing with.
Okay. Where will it take you?
Or they lied. It was a complete lie.
Oh!
Cool. Thanks.
So what do we get?
We got what I think is the final thing we need to make, like, a max level, spirit.
Huh.
Alright, cool. Back down here, then. That was the last thing we had to worry about. Like, unless, when he said trap, that ball drops when you try to open the chest. That could be. That could have been the trap. Let me quick level, because we do have enough for 2.
Kind of like the slime trap. Oh.
Alright, let's slap it into strength again. 2 in strength.
I wonder if the trap chests have a tell like the mimic chest did.
I don't know what they would be. Uh-oh.
And besides the chain being the wrong way, didn't the mimic chests used to breathe if you looked at them close enough?
If you looked at them, yes, you could see breathing.
Huh.
I see more basilisks. Not a fan of basilisks.
The basilisk confirming my theory that I heard online.
It's not your theory then, now is it?
Right. It's not. But it's this theory that I am a part of.
Why? Because you want to try and make it real?
Maybe.
Like,
I mean,
one enemy is shared, that doesn't mean enough to me to, like, prove a connection. Like, for all we know, that just means, like, okay, parallel worlds, maybe. Or, you know, something akin to that.
Yeah,
That said, Bloodborne doesn't have anything that connects it. Oh no.
Mm,
Oh
that,
no.
that's a lot of red.
I'm feeling boss. No stealth ahead. I'm feeling boss. I don't know, man.
Boss? Okay, let's boss it up.
Hold on. Alright, I've got Max. Engval, am I gonna need you here? Hold on a minute before I do this. What's it gonna take to take one more level? 51. Do I have enough to force that before I lose 20,000 souls? I think I've got enough to force that.
Okay.
Let me get one more level out just so that way I'm not going to be losing like 20k souls.
Yeah, because 20k would be a kind of heavy chunk.
Yeah, it's just under halfway. And if I can just get one more, I'll take one more. And in fact, that's probably where we should call this episode.
I ended the last one a little bit late, so we could push this, like, just seeing the boss, because I think this episode would be, like, I think maybe, like, 18 minutes if we do it here.
Alright.
I could be wrong with my timing here.
Need a 1200.
Yeah, because
That'll do it.
for the second episode of the stream, the counter was at about 120, and
Gonna put it in health.
maybe like 125, I think, and then it
Alright.
was like 150, so maybe, I don't know, but let's just see what the boss is, and then maybe we could call it.
Alright. Okay, so before I deal with you idiots, let's get rid of you guys again. Or I'll just miss, because of course I will. Wow! One job, crossbow. One job. Hit the target.
What if it's a King Basilisk?
Those exist. Or at least they did in 2. I don't think there was 1 in 3.
No, the boss. What if the boss is an enormous basilisk?
Again, those existed. I mean, granted, there were maybe like 2-3 times the size of these guys, not like dragon-sized or anything.
So, what is this boss?
I'm guessing it's another dragon warrior. There's not. I refuse to believe. Try poison?
For
Oh, can I sneak in here? Nope. I'm too fat. Well, maybe not. Could this be house? Maybe not a boss?
Oh.
I mean, then again, was there gatherable stuff before in other boss rooms? I did it.
Then, I guess.
I'm nervous. Because that feels like like it's not super big, but it feels like it could be for like a smaller sized boss.
So, do you want to call it an episode before we wander too far?
Is there an underneath to this one? No, it goes down. Let's find out what's beneath. Oh! Is this what I think it is?
What?
Yep.
Oh.
We looked out over this thing before. And I can't summon Torrent here, so the rot is going to be real.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
that's also really weird though, right? That there were 2 of these and the only thing between them was an elevator and 3 basilisks. That feels like that should have been a boss room.
So, next time on Elden Ring.
Hold on a minute.
Holy shit, so much rot.
What the hell are you doing down here?
What is it?
It's one of those beast dudes that has like the horns on their head.
Oh.
Oh, hey, we got a map. How bad does this, Yeah, it fills up pretty quick. Alright, we got a quick run from one little spot to another. That's the only way we're getting through this.
So next time on Elden Ring, rot everywhere. Part 2.
I don't know if we push forward in this or not. We might go back and start dealing with other stuff.
There was that boss in the other area.
There was. We could move back to that quick and deal with that.
Okay. We will decide next time.
Later.